Here is some really cool news to like brighten your week. Eating yogurt not only reduces your symptoms of depression, but also the phthalates in your body. I could just see the headlines now. Fascism got you down? Eat some yogurt. Okay, but no, seriously, this is actually really cool. So this was a cross-sectional study that just came out, and it included about 8,000 participants, and they looked at any data they had about their probiotic and yogurt consumption. They also looked at how many phthalates they have in their body. Now, phthalates are a chemical that come out of plastic. They're in tons of different types of plastic, and they're in a lot of our food. Phthalates are linked to cancer, neurodevelopmental issues in children, lower IQ in children, reproductive issues, cardiovascular disease, lots of really bad things. Probiotic yogurt consumption may be linked to depressive symptoms via lower phthalate exposure. It has long been known that there is a gut-brain connection, right? The gut-brain axis. The composition of our gut microbiome can actually dictate our mental state. What is your gut microbiome? That is a collection of trillions of bacteria that live basically in your stomach, okay? And even though you hear bacteria in your stomach bad, that's actually the opposite. You want tons of bacteria in your stomach, because the more bacteria you have in your stomach, which make up your gut microbiome, the healthier you are and the stronger your immune system. There's also tons of studies showing that when your gut microbiome is depleted, well, that actually leads to worsening mental health issues, right? We know that probiotics help improve your gut microbiome. We know that probiotics also help detox and remediate the effects of toxic chemicals from plastic. And we know phthalates, which again, it's a group of chemicals that's associated with plastic, but it's not just in plastic. It's in a lot of ultra-processed foods. A lot of foods have phthalates because of all the surfaces in a manufacturing facility. Phthalates are what make plastic flexible. So you see a lot of them in like gloves, right? PVC gloves and like the hats and manufacturing facilities, all the surfaces. Some of the things that had some foods that had some of the highest levels of phthalates, ready-made meals and soups, that big core power protein drink, granola bars, things that are like supposed to be healthy. What's interesting here is, yes, they're showing a connection that probiotics, not only do they detox the amount of phthalates from people's bodies, but they also help rebuild the gut microbiome and also help boost your mental health. Now, that being said, this is just an association, right? So someone that eats yogurt is probably taking better care of themselves, right? Someone that is less depressed is probably going to eat less junk food, right? Because they're taking care of their body more. And when you're depressed, it can feel a lot harder to take care of yourself and be healthy. So again, it's one of those things where it's like correlation, causation. However, the mechanisms behind this do exist, right? And so what I would take with this information is, number one, eat yogurt and probiotic rich foods. It doesn't have to be dairy, right? And again, they didn't delineate between if it was dairy based or if it was vegan yogurt, because what really matters is the probiotic bacterial consumption, right? You can get that in so many different sources. I've done a ton of videos on this. It's not going to fix fascism, but it will help make you slightly less depressed.